This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
And welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. One more game to go here in our marathon of games, and it's all for a trip to the Class A state final to take on Omaha South. Brandon Axamit, Tom Viglianco, alongside Eric McKay for all of the action between Bellevue West and Omaha Central here tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Now, Tom, you look at these teams and what they have done lately. Bellevue West, they're only on a 23-game winning streak. Omaha Central, they've won 15 in a row. These teams know each other. They don't necessarily like one another. There's the rivalry aspect. There's a trip to the state final on the line. I don't know what else you could ask for in an environment like this.
Hey, two really good teams. Central with a really big win last night over Westside. Bellevue West, pretty easy work with Papio. Two great coaches, a lot of tradition, a lot of history here, a lot of bad blood. It's going to be a great game. This is the one I'm really excited about.
And you were here last night. Central trailed for the majority of the game. We're down 3 with under a minute to go. Ultimately scored 6 unanswered to win it. But what do you think, in your estimation, allowed this Central team to get past the Warriors?
Hey, Max Polk made some big shots. Westside had 2 critical turnovers that led to Central making big buckets. I expect tonight a lot of pressure. John Tange, I think if he can step up and really lead this team along with Max and Latrell, Central's going to be a tough one for Bell West, even though Bell West is coming in here so hot.
Very rich and rivaled history here between these two programs in the state playoffs. We'll touch more on that shortly, but you mentioned already, Tom, John Tange, a player who's averaging 25 points a game. He is the player for Central that Bell West is going to have to try to contain. He's coming off an 18-point performance last night, but there is really not much that he cannot do.
He can get to the rim at will. He's got that great body, 6'5", athleticism, can rise up on guys, but at the same time, little in and out pull threes, floaters. He has all-around game. That's why UNO's offered him, and Colorado State is interested in him, and a few other schools are starting to come in late on him. So he's a very talented player, great kid as well.
Now, when you look at the other side and Bell West, another D1 caliber talent, Chucky Hepburn, only coming off a 31-point performance against Westside, was a freshman last year, had a coming out party in the state tournament, which sparked an offer from Tim Miles and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. He is a special, special player that Central is going to have to try and contain.
The thing you love about Chucky, he's such a hard player. He's out for his teammates. He'll dive on the floor, run up and down, full speed. He's an all-around point guard that you just love to have on your team. That's why Nebraska's offered him. He's getting looks from Creighton and other D1 schools. Just a great kid as well. Him and John. I mean, this is a really good matchup of friends, rivals up in the Omaha, Bellevue area.
We already mentioned the third member of our broadcast team, Eric McKay. Let's check in with him for a pregame report.
All right, thanks, guys. You know, these two teams have played once before. Bellevue West beat Omaha Central 80-65. Their pressure defense handling everything Omaha Central brought. The thing is, Omaha Central didn't bring everything that night. It was still early in the season. They didn't have Latrell Wrightsell in the starting lineup, out with an injury. In fact, without him in December, the Eagles got off to a 4-4 start. Wrightsell comes back, 17 points a game, lo and behold, Central's only lost 1 game since. And with him in the starting lineup, that gives Central their own big 3 with John Tange and Max Polk that can perhaps match Bellevue West's big 3 of offensive weapons. These both teams are now at full strength, know each other well. This should be a fantastic contest. Much more pregame show coming up. You're watching High School Hoops on NCN.
I think it's very important for patients to have access to great health care, but on top of it, be close to home. Specifically with my cancer patients, They go through a lot. That diagnosis is very overwhelming in itself and has an impact not only on them but on their families as well.
And I also think it's important that the quality of care they're receiving is equal to what they would receive at a larger institution. So I think it's incredible that we can provide that for them right here.
I think that the expansion is necessary for the community because the hospital is very forward-thinking and they're trying to expand to different specialties.
Dr. Norris and I are fairly new, but we've already become very busy and we're kind of limited by the constraints of our space that we have currently.
As they add more people, of course we need more room to accommodate that, and we want every patient to experience the best care. Strong faith,
Healthy future.
Under 5 minutes to tip here on a News Channel Nebraska between Bellevue West and Omaha Central. Brandon Axmit, Tom Biglianco, and Eric McKay with you. Let's take a look now at our 5 points of impact, brought to you by 5 Points Bank. Proud to support area coaches and athletes. 5 Points Bank, the better bank. First off, talking to head coach Eric Behrens and the Eagles. Pretty simple and something that most coaches going against Bell West know. Got to contain Chucky Hepburn, and the Eagles also want to stay aggressive offensively and attack this Thunderbird defense.
Containing Chucky Hepburn is not going to happen. Let's hope
Just
that
throwing
they
it out
can
there now.
do something to make him off kilter a little bit.
And you look at the other side, Bell West, Coach Doug Woodard wanting to crash the glass and not allow Central to have second chance opportunities. And on the flip side, stop Tanjay, a player who's averaging 25 and 6 a game as a senior.
It's a battle of Hepburn and Tanjay, and I just can't say enough about this matchup tonight of these two really good players. Obviously, they're not guarding each other, but they bring so much to the table for both their teams, and players feed off them. It's going to be a good game.
Point number 5, and this applies to both teams, and embrace the history. We're going to talk more about the history of these two teams shortly. But this is something that adds to the atmosphere, adds to the stakes of the game. Don't run away from it. Don't hide from the history. I talked to head coach Eric Behrens. He said, these kids are not worried about the history. They were maybe 7 or 8 years old in the glory days, if you'd call them, when these two teams met in the playoffs. But it's in both coaches. It's in the back of their minds.
It's just like the Omaha South and North Star game. All these kids play together in the summer. They're OSA, Team Factory, Omaha Elite, whatever it may be. They're always going up against each other, so they know each other's tendencies, they know how it goes, and it just makes it for an even better contest because these guys have bad blood and they talk a lot, social media, whatever it may be. So they'll be ready to roll.
Let's take a look at our road to state here. First off for Omaha Central. Again, when you're in the metro, don't have to go too far. Drop down from I-80 to make it to Lincoln. Boys enrollment 940 for the Eagles, 59 miles to the capital city. They are sitting at 21 and 5. And then for Bellevue West and the Thunderbirds, similar road to Lincoln, a couple more miles, 61. Enrollment 635 on the boys' side, and Bellevue West 26 and 1. Their lone loss, a slip-up against Lincoln Southeast all the way back on December 8th. That was a 57-64 defeat to the Knights, who finished 8 and 15. That one little slip-up though, and they added 25 wins this season.
Bell West is deep, talented. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pick up full court pressure, get back to zone, get back to man, and see how they draw up anything different tonight.
All right, we talked about the history. Omaha Central, Eric Behrens. 13 years, he had a 3-year hiatus where he went to Peru State, but he was a part of that magnificent run in Class A. 2006, 2007, 2008 champs. Took a year off, in 2009, and then went 2010, 11, 12, and 13. That is unprecedented. 7 Class A titles in 8 years for this program. And Tom, as we look at Bell West's history as well, during that run in 06, 07, and 08, 2 of those championships were against Bellevue West in the final. They were both wins over Bellevue West in overtime, and in 2008 they also took out Bellevue West in the semis. So the Thunderbirds, their 4 championships, most recently in 2014, they did not like Omaha Central because of that little 3-year bout, 06, 07, 08.
What Barons has been able to do in this state is pretty incredible. I wasn't here for it, so I'm not from here, but the last few years I've learned a lot about it, and there's a lot of hatred from teams up there for what they've been able to do for all those years, and whenever you can get Central, a little time for payback.
Now there is a little bit of good news and some silver lining for Bellevue West. The next time that they met Central in the playoffs was 2014. They met in the first round, and Bell West did get the better of the Eagles, and that was, of course, the year that Bellevue West won the state title most recently in 2014. So the moral of the story, these guys have seen each other in the playoffs. They don't like each other, but they have met 4 times in total, and whoever has won of those matchups, that team went on to win state that year.
Sounds about right. The winner of this game, I would say, is the favorite tomorrow night against Omaha South. But as you heard Chubbuck earlier say, we've been doubted all season, and they're playing off that big time. So Omaha South will take either one. But you got to like whoever wins this to be the favorite tomorrow night.
So non-starters being announced currently. How did these two teams get here? Central defeated Westside 66-63 in a thriller. As for Bell West, a little bit more of a comfortable victory over the 8th seed Papillion La Vista South to make it to this point. Let's take a look at the starters now for Omaha Central. And the 21-5 Eagles, John Tonje, the player we talked about. Latrell Wright, so that is the player that Eric highlighted, who was out for 8 weeks with a hand injury. And you look at sort of when the Central had their slip up, their losses were to good teams, but for a majority of those losses, they were without Wright. So he's a player who's averaging 18 and 4 a game. Then you have Hoskins, Panam, and Polk, junior, senior, junior, all who offer plenty. Polk averaging 13 as well, coming off a 19-point performance last night.
Latrell last night, Latrell Wrightsell, he was all over the place, high energy. Really got to like this game. He's got a chance in the coming years to be a pretty big-time college prospect. I know some schools in Omaha are interested in him.
There, the Thunderbirds, David Noor, Dang Jal, Lewis Fiddler, Nico Felici, who is second fiddle to Chucky Hepburn in terms of scoring. Another great talent in Felici. Hepburn averaging 18 a contest as a sophomore. Felici averaging 14. Noir averages 11. So it's pick your boys, and you have 3 players averaging double digits. Fiddler right there at 9. So many weapons also on this Bell West squad.
Last night, David Noir rose up on Papio, monster dunk. These guys are not afraid to attack the rim. They're not afraid to be aggressive, and you gotta love that as a coach, and even more so as a fan, because you're gonna see a really good game, high intensity game. There's nothing better than that.
Seconds away from tip-off, we'd like to take this moment to remind you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. This message brought to you by United Healthcare. Don't think our viewers at home are going to need too much help doing that. Class A basketball, a trip to the final on the line. 2 heated rivals going at it right here on News Channel Nebraska. The Eagles getting their final direction from Coach Eric Behrens. Again, amazing coach and everything that he has done with this Central program. Last state title for the Eagles coming in 2013. It was shortly thereafter that he went to Peru State, gave the college ranks a try, and has since returned. This is his 2nd year back with the program since going to Peru State.
I'd see some people attacking the rim early. See if Central or Bell West can get themselves going, get this crowd going. Central's got a good crowd jumping around. Bellevue West, about the same. Half full on both ends. Rich tradition right here. Here we go.
And tip goes to Central. We're underway. Glad you're with us here for state basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Max Polk with the ball. A lot of pressure from Chucky Hepburn.
Right cell. Blocked right away by Deng Jal, the 6'8 senior. And nobody right there on Hepburn, a little bit short on the jumper. Rebound grabbed by Hepburn. Stolen away here,
Highlight
Tanjay.
show.
No one in front of him, and we're starting this one off with a two-handed slam for Tanjay.
Well, I said someone's going to be attacking the rim early to get themselves going, but I didn't know it'd be like that. Brought the hammer.
That's one way to start a Class A semi, 3 in the corner. Short offensive board, and we have an over the back.
Talked about in the pregame, he can do so many things. Shoot the three, pull up, floater, and attack the rim. And we see right here, getting those steps, look back real quick. Two-handed.
And you saw Polk knowing what was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Raising the roof there, 2-0 Central lead, 1 minute in.
It's amazing what a dunk like that can do for a team. Everyone just gets a little bit lower on the defensive stance, talking more. The bench gets going crazy. You can see right now, Bell West. Oh.
Hey, well, there's Chucky Hepburn for you, the sophomore.
And then there
making
goes
his presence known.
a guy like Chucky, who's not going to be fazed by that dunk. He's seen that 100 times. Keep cool, open, follow through. Big shot. Max Polk, star from last night, a little short. Good shot.
Offensive board ripped down. Panom, and there's the three for Reitzel.
Try with a big shot. Oh, here we go.
And pickpocketed. Tanjay slows things up, gets it to Reitzel.
Gotta love the way this game is going early. A lot of energy.
You expect no less between these two storied programs of foul. And I believe that's going to be on a Noir, his first. Inbound to Hoskins. And a turnover.
Offensive foul. Try to get that high screen there.
And there you get a look at Eric Behrens. And it's well documented with everything he's done with this Central program. A graduate of Omaha Central. And he has done just about anything and everything. A three-peat, then a four-peat in an 8-year span. 3-0 but net for the Thunderbirds. Knocked down by Felici.
Felici with a big three, then the hustle. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, the senior. Nice little drive. Good kick. It's just like the old South North Star game. When you drive and penetrate, defense has to play. And you're going to create wide open shots. You just got to be able to hit them down.
Tanjay, guarded by Fiddler. Hoskins. Tough man defense here by Bell West. 3 minutes in, 1-point ball game. Reitzel kicks it 3 long from Hoskins. Here comes Hepburn up to the corner. Yeah, miscommunication there, and this will be a turnover. And Central ball.
Look for some more penetration here. Kicks.
Polk gets it into Hoskins. Long three, why not? Buried. And that is Reitzel.
Latrell played very well last night, I was saying earlier. 2 big shots early. Gaining some D1 interest already.
Lar can't answer. And is this going to be on Joe? And Joe will go to the bench. We have a couple subs coming in. Jonathan Shanklin coming off a 9-point performance in for Bell West.
Pressure here, Bell West.
They also have Gregory Hepburn in.
Kick.
Face on to Germany. Corner 3, drops. Germany comes in and makes an instant impact to sophomore. Ball down low, a foul drawn by Jonathan Shanklin.
Nice move there inside. Shot fake, gets the guys jumping. Up and under, draws the foul.
Shanklin, 6'8" junior. Long on the first free throw. Here's another look at it. Germany. He comes off the bench as the 6th man, but talking to Coach Behrens, usually gets more minutes than that 5th starter.
Big three for him to get himself going. Pressure, full court. Max Polk handling it pretty well.
Floater in traffic, does not fall for Polk.
That has to give Max confidence that he can drive all the way, full court, get a nice shot. Just didn't go in. Bell West can't let him go the full length that easy.
3.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Felici kicks to the corner, Fiddler head fake. Takes it to the glass, gets his own rebound. And there's Hepburn from deep. Rebound to Polk, here come the Eagles, Tanjay. Behind the back, to the glass. Tip-in doesn't go, Germany is there.
Stepping up big for Central. Germany, 5 points early.
And there's a turnover by Bell West.
Those situations, you get shots up. If they don't box out on defense, you crash the boards hard, good things will happen. And you saw right there, Germany got that little second chance. Chippy put back.
And they're getting a look at Doug Woodard. 21st year at the helm in Omaha. Burke grad of 75
nice
as another bucket goes down for Wrightsell.
He's on fire. Somebody needs to stop him.
8-point lead for the Eagles.
I think Chucky's got to do something here to get himself going, which will get the team going, get the crowd going.
3 in the corner. That was the other Hepburn. Gregory can't hit.
Bell West has to get back on defense. Travel.
And a travel called as the bucket went in, won't count. And you have Max Polk coming back in for Central. Let's get another look at it here.
Yeah, took that extra step there. It's the right thought, just one extra step.
Nearing the 2-minute mark, Central on top by 8. Gregory Hepburn back out up top to Newar. Fouled from behind, John Tanjay.
That's a tough one right there to take.
It's the first on Tanjay.
That's one of those refs see some kind of hand go in there, they'll call it. But nobody else thinks it is a foul.
Chucky Hepburn putting it to the floor, count the basket.
Nice shot fake jab to get that defender on the move. Aggressive drive for Chucky.
Bell West needed that.
Yes, a little cradled in. No, nobody on that defense could get that ball with how he had it cradled in, and tough finish. That's Chucky's bread and butter when he's going to the rim.
We have Nico Felici waiting at the scorer's table to come in. Hepburn completes the three-point play. And he'll get a quick breather as Felici comes in.
Felici back in. Doane and Morningside offers, but hasn't committed anywhere yet as a senior. Really good player.
How about Germany? Now 7 points coming in off the bench.
Good hands there, Max Polk. If you're Barons, you really gotta like what's going on right now. Getting a lot of fast break opportunities, pushing the ball. Germany stepping up big time. If you have somebody like that, can help you out when other guys aren't. Latrell's out, Tanjay's out, and you got Germany stepping up. You gotta buy that every day of the week.
Shanklin calling for it on the block.
Who's gonna step up here for Bell West with the main man out? Not very confident there. Central looking to push.
That's Owen Woodard, grandson of Doug, unable to connect on that shot. Kick out Hoskins, now back around to Polk up top. Central swings it. Man-to-man defense here by Bell West. Germany, heat check off the iron. And it's gonna stay with Central.
Big guns come back in. Latrell get a little stressed out on the sideline. Looks to be fine.
Rachel with 8 points to lead the Eagles here in the first quarter.
Chucky back in the game. Quick little breather.
I'd like to remind you tonight's coverage of state basketball help made possible by Wayne State College. Helping you view this game tonight, Central versus Bell West on News Channel Nebraska. Tanjay guarded by Felici. And that's a travel. Tough defense by Felici forcing that.
If you go behind the back, between the legs and a spin, and you got good defense, usually leads to a turnover or a pass, which if you're Felici there in that situation, get that ball out of his hands, that's a win. Turnover, you'll live with every day of the week. Big possession here, Bell West. You gotta believe Chucky's gonna do something here to get his team going into the break.
Ten seconds.
Little screening action. No.
Felici kicks. 3 seconds. Fade away at the buzzer.
That's a shot you want. If you're Omaha Central, you want a fadeaway 17-footer. I thought that would go into Chucky's hand. You saw him cutting back door, looking for the ball. I think he was open for about a split second, but they didn't see it.
17-10 after 1. You're watching high school basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Five Points Bank's new Lincoln branch is located at 30th and Yankee Hill. We invite you to bank with the better bank. 5 Points Bank provides the best in banking products and services, with the state's leading bank technology making your banking better. 5 Points Bank is committed to providing the best lending for all your banking needs, from personal to commercial lending, helping you or your business grow.
I'm Mike Anderson of Anderson Ford of Lincoln, and we've banked with 5 Points Bank now for over 30 years. They've really helped us grow here in Lincoln. 5 Points Bank is the better bank.
Fireworks to start this one. John Tanjay throwing that down with 2 hands. And it's been a lead ever since for the Eagles, 17-10 after the first 8 minutes.
A lot of people asking why Tanjay doesn't have more offers, more interest. He just kind of had a summer where he played well, not great, but he's been doing very well the last 7-8 months, and a lot of people taking notice.
Fiddler found a space inside, a little bit long on the jumper. Right sill. Taking on Drone, now Bolt.
Max has been quiet early, the start from last night.
There's Wrightsill all the way to the glass, put back in for Panom.
There's that boxing out. No way they should be able to get that.
Scramble under the hoop. The Eagles out in front. Here comes Hoskins. Oh my, Wrightsill thought about it. Thought better of it, drives inside, kicks back out to Tanjay. Tanjay now out on the wing, takes it to the top of the key.
Good
Wide
play.
open three, Hoskins, count it.
That's my favorite play in basketball. I was a three-point shooter. Somebody drives, kicks in rhythm. I mean, there's nothing better. And especially as a coach, you gotta just love that, the unselfishness from your star player. It's pretty to see.
Timeout Bell West. 12-point lead, courtesy of Hoskins. 6:37 to go, we'll be back.
College can be a big expense, but Wayne State makes it easier. As a first-generation student, looking at different colleges, you have to look at the price tag. Wayne State really offers you that affordability, but at the same time, Wayne State education is really sought after by employers across the state. So it's a really great chance to get a great degree, but still come out of it with little to no debt.
Wayne State College. Get started at explorewaynestate.college.com.
Coming out of the timeout, big block by Central's Tanjay.
Central complete control of this game right now. Big shot here.
Oh my,
Oh, wow.
oh my.
That's tough right there. Big block from Tanjay. Latrell with a big three. That's a recipe for disaster.
Central.
Hands active. Max needs to get himself going, and he does. Max getting the guys hyped. That's what Max does. Makes big plays like that. Energy starts going all over the place for Central.
Out of the Bell West timeout. Before that bucket, Central went on a 5-0 run. Stopping the bleed in there, Frankie Fiddler.
Oh, wow. Wide open. Good find. Bell West needs to get themselves going here. Regroup. Chucky needs to take over. Nico needs to take over. Calm everybody down. And then you get a stop on the defensive end.
There's a bucket by Panom, and Hepburn cannot hit. 17-point lead now for Omaha Central.
Got to box out on the defensive end here. You got to box out, hold. There we go.
Tanjay wanted it.
If you're Central, you can't stop. You can't not crash the glass here on offensive end. You got to keep being aggressive like they were. Oh,
Wrightsill, heat check there. Oh man, he's feeling it though.
That was from the one in the First National Bank. That was Steph Curry range right there.
All right, I think Coach Behrens more or less will get the message across to hey, rein it in.
He's smiling. He knows he probably shouldn't have done that, but if it went in, then who knows how this place would have gone wild.
Felici pulls up mid-range, knew it was short. Almost got his own rebound. Instead, it's out off of him.
You'd like to see Bell West there. Felici with a good shot, but Nobody for Bell West crashing the glass. You've got to have that energy. You need buckets right now. It's getting out of hand. Germany wide open for the skip.
He's calling for it. Tanjay penetrates and is fouled. They're going to label it on Felici. I'd like to remind you, tonight's broadcast here on News Channel Nebraska Help made possible by Northeast Center for Enterprise, specializing in customized training for businesses. Tanjay at the line. Now 3 points for the senior.
Up 18. Bell West has to get this down to 8 or 10 going into half. But Central, Behrens knows how to coach, man. He senses the blood in the water. And I think he's going to keep trying to pour it on here to try to get this game out of hand. Or out of reach, I should say.
Felici. Long on the three, skying for the board, Hoskins.
Hey, open? Yes. How many guys are crashing the boards? I think one. I mean, that's just, you got to be having guys crashing the boards if you're going to be shooting those early, long threes. And Central's just dissecting here, getting whatever they want. Oh, wow, nice.
And nearly
Tough
dropped
move
for Tut.
That was a little Hakeem the Dream, little fake. Just couldn't get a drop,
Oh,
but hey.
wow.
Makes up for it down here on the other end with a long arm block.
Tethloach Tut. No fly zone here.
Central just in total control right now.
Coach Woodard looking for answers right now. His team down at 19. Second foul on Germany. So we have Wrightsell coming back in.
You want to see something get to the rim, an and one, then a defensive stop. That's how you're going to get yourself going here for Bell West. Long threes is a dangerous thing to do. High-low.
Shanklin.
Oh, got to finish that.
Unlucky there. And he's tagged with the foul.
That's just frustration right there. He makes those 9 out of 10 times.
First personal on the 6'8" junior. .320 left before the break. It has been all Central. Tut. Back out to Wrightsell.
Someone's open pressure. One more.
Someone's got to be open. Deep three off the back of the iron.
Good box out there.
Burn inside, Fiddler gets Tut in the air, good take.
A little turnover. Oh, good catch by Max.
Tanjay passing it off to Tut. Acrobatics.
Nice and selfish is there. Good pass ahead by Max Polk. Tanjay with a nice dish.
There's an answer for Noir. Teams trading baskets here late in the second.
Haven't heard from the trail.
As you say that, he nearly knocks down a 30-footer. Fiddler can't handle the pass.
Those are those possessions that haunt you. They shoot a deep three, you get a break, throw a bad pass, and it's just a waste of possession when you can't have many of those in the first half here. Got to be smart with the ball.
Gregory Hepburn up on Polk. Polk
Nice
spinning
move.
away, fade away. Everything working right now for Central. What a shot.
Nice spin. Nice little touch. Little fade there from Max.
Shanklin. Can't get the two-footer. Foul on the floor.
It's tough right there. Bell West gets it inside, close shot, and just can't finish. Then Central pushes it, gets that foul, just being smart.
That was the first foul on Greg Hepburn. Bell West in complete disarray. Good steal. Newar loses it. Official's going to say out off Central. See right sill, and then actually it's going to be out off Panam. Or Panam, excuse me. Felici working it to Jal inside, kick back out.
Little zone action, Central. Bell West can't buy a three. Max with another spin.
Short from Polk.
Look at the hustle there.
Jump
See, that's what I'm
ball.
talking about, Brandon. You got three guys on Bell West, none on the floor. Central's got one, and he's all over the place. And Central's up by 19.
.7 remaining in the half. Tanjay pulls up from the corner. Rip down Joel.
Central keeping with that zone. Definitely frustrating Bell West, especially when they're not hitting threes.
1-1 here. That's the 7th team foul on Central. Fouls on Hoskins, his first. Noir at the line. Knocks down the first. 59% free throw shooter.
There's not a lot going right for Bell West right now. Central big possession here. They can go in with a nice bucket. The momentum and everything is going to be riding high with Central, and Bell West is going to have to come out swinging in the second half. Figuratively speaking, not literally. Tough drive.
Polk draws the foul.
That is his first 15 foul on the first, and 2 shots, Central and Polk.
3.8 to go. Polk with 4 points, all of them coming in the second quarter. He hits the first.
I have to say, Brennan, if you took a poll of most people in here before the game, that this would be the score at halftime. Maybe 5%, 10% would say they agree. Definitely a shock right now. Central just outplaying them in every facet. So we get something here from Chucky.
Half-court floater. No go. It is a 20-point lead for the Omaha Central Eagles. Fiddler with a bucket for Bell West, which was big. but Central and the Eagles are flying heading into the break. We'll be back with our halftime show. Brandon Axbit having the great opportunity to sit down with the University of Nebraska President Hank Bounds. And President Bounds just had the university budget hearing earlier this week, a lot at stake. For those who weren't aware, can you recap what all was discussed on Monday and where things stand?
Sure, Brandon. Thanks for the opportunity to be here with you. We did have the opportunity earlier this week, as you mentioned, to meet with the Appropriations Committee of the Nebraska Legislature and talk about the resources that the university needs to be able to meet the needs of the state. And when I talk about meeting the needs of the state, I really am talking about how we grow our economy, how we meet the workforce needs of Nebraska businesses, how we continue to be one of the most affordable and high quality institutions in the country. Our costs go up every year, and we recognize that legislators are struggling with fiscal stress, but we think that there's no better investment in all of Nebraska than investing in Nebraska, the 52,000 students that we represent, because this really is about the future of our state.
And you talk about the message that you brought to the table, but you weren't the only one who carried that same message. So first off, who are those other people carrying the message, and what does that mean that there were other Nebraskans behind it?
Well, we had faculty members, we had representatives from the ag community, we had representatives from the medical community, but the individuals who testified that I thought were the absolute stars of the show were our 4 student regents. And so we have a student regent that sits on the board of regents. They are basically the student body president from each of our campuses, and they were absolutely brilliant. They brought a perspective that I don't have, that faculty members don't have. They're viewing the quality of their education through a specific lens, and they also talked about how difficult it is to pay tuition, to pay the fees, to pay room and board today. And we don't think about those things the way that young people do. And so they were brilliant, and I was so proud of them.
And you mentioned about the affordability of tuition and part of that message that those students brought. What is the university's thinking in how to keep tuition in higher education affordable?
Well, you know, I'm one of those people that never wants to raise tuition a penny, because every penny that we raise in tuition means that students, maybe it extends the time to degree because they have to, maybe they have to stop out and go to work and raise money so that they can pay for tuition. We recognize that college is expensive, but we also recognize that it is the best investment that a young person can make into their future. And so we're doing everything that we can to control cost. And while we hope that we don't have to raise tuition, we recognize that it may be possible. We're not to that point yet, but we do everything we can to keep from raising tuition.
And lastly, you mentioned the future, and as you look down the road 10, 20, 30 years, where are your priorities? Where are University Chancellor and Board of Regents in terms of where you want the university to be down the line?
Well, we need to be a bigger institution. We need to grow our enrollment. We need to be an institution that is graduating students faster. We need to be doing more research that matters to Nebraskans, that matters to all of us across the United States. We need to be doing more and better service out in all of our communities. I think that's what Nebraskans expect from us, and we need to do all of that at the same time that we remain one of the most affordable and accessible universities in the country.
And welcome back here to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Shell-shocked Bellevue West here as they are trailing Omaha Central 37-17. Brandon Axbit, Tom Viglianco, Eric McKay with us on the sidelines, and you referenced it at the end of the second quarter, Tom. Not many people would have anticipated this, but Central, they start the game on the right note for the Eagles, and they have been soaring ever since. The throwdown by John Tange. And here we are, 16 minutes later, 20-point lead.
I was saying this is to be my favorite matchup of the night, but guess only if you're a Central fan, because they're putting on a show, and Bell West is having trouble with the zone of Central. They just can't get things going. Look to Chucky to step up in the second half and try to make some things going for them. They just can't find an answer right now.
You referenced Chucky Hepburn. He has 6 points. That was a part of a 3-point play. It was a 17-10 lead, Omaha Central after 1. Second quarter was not kind to the Thunderbirds. The Eagles outscoring Bell West 20-7 in that second period. And step back here, this was showstopper Latrell Wrightsell, knocking down 3 of his 11. This is what stopped a little bit of the bleeding. A basket by Frankie Fiddler, but by and large, as the score indicates, the Eagles absolutely dominant. And if you're Coach Woodard, what are you saying in that locker room, and how do you turn this thing around?
They got to figure out a way to beat this zone. Got to believe he has something drawn up. Try to drive, attack the zone, kick out, hit some open threes, or get to the rim, maybe drop it off. But their big man, Shanklin, he's missed a lot of chippies. His confidence is down. Seeing him walk off the court when he got subbed out, head down. He's got to stay confident. This game isn't over. They can go on a run here. It's a game of runs, and there's the only thing you can say if you're Coach Woodard. You're going to say, come out, let's beat this zone, but we also got to make stops. We got to box out on the defensive end. Omaha Central's getting way too many easy looks, getting to the rim, too many second chance points.
I'd like to remind you, viewers at home, give us a tweet, give us a follow at NCN Sports. Highlights, interviews, coaches and players, all kinds of good prep info coming your way when you follow that handle. Also, you tweet at us during this game, picture your TV, show us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We'll give you a shout out live on the air. Not only at NCN Sports, you should also follow Viglianco Hoops as well. As Tom, you got a lot going on with that Twitter handle as well, and you are about as well versed as any with the prep scene in high school basketball.
Yes, Brendan, at Viglianco Hoops, do a lot of training, high school, college, pro players, middle school players around the state of Nebraska and Iowa, and starting to really grow throughout the Midwest. It's been great seeing all these kids get a lot better over the last 3-4 years, and huge shout out to all my family in Alabama and people watching all around the country, and it's been a great time. Really appreciate you guys having me on.
4 minutes until we get ready to go in the third quarter. We'll take another quick break, have a report from Eric McKay, and be ready for second half action on News Channel Nebraska.
Norfolk Auto Center is now offering a lifetime powertrain warranty when you purchase a new Chevy, Buick, or GMC. This warranty covers the basic powertrain like engine, transmission, transfer case, all-wheel drive assembly, and drivetrain assembly. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage at no cost to you. Just one more reason to buy your next new vehicle at Norfolk Auto Center, Northeast Nebraska's volume leader. Visit them on the West Highway 275 bypass or online at norfolkchevy.com. Norfolk Auto Center, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Escape to Lake Wanahoo NRD recreational area this April. This family-friendly park has many amenities, including a hiking and biking trail, over 100 camper pads and tent sites, fishing and boating, picnic shelters, and new educational opportunities to maintain conservation efforts. Lake Wanahoo will be more community-focused, now more than ever. We're the Lower Platte North Natural Resources District. We're excited for what this spring will bring.
Taking control of your grain marketing means having enough storage on your farm to maximize profits. Have you considered adding storage to your operation? Talk to the pros at D&K Agri-Sales, your Sukup dealer in Plymouth, about the options you have to make your grain handling more effective and more profitable. If grain storage or grain handling is a problem, D&K Agri-Sales is the solution. Bins, legs, towers, conveyors, elevators, dryers, augers, parts, and maintenance. Call D&K Agri-Sales, your Sukup dealer, for your grain marketing solutions today. Online at dnkagrisales.com.
Our goal here at Faith Regional is to be the regional referral center, and in fact only 25% of the patients that we see in our clinic in gastroenterology they are coming from Norfolk, with the other 75% of patients, they are coming from the surrounding area. So this is our mission, is to be the referral center for Northeast Nebraska. I totally agree that this is time for us to expand to a medical offices building that is convenient for patients, where they will be able to have all subspecialties available for them in the same building. At the same time, we will be able to have the surgery center there and lab, so it will be very convenient for patients to have everything done in the same building. And I do think their practice will just get busier. Strong faith, healthy future.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. 20-point lead for Omaha Central here at the half over Bellevue West. And who would have thought that in a game with so many athletes and so many scorers, comes down to just old-fashioned hustle sometimes. Central winning the hustle battle in the first half. Tom, you talked about it on the play where Goy Panum got that offensive rebound in 3 Bellevue West players. I think less making shots, less getting their offense. I think the Thunderbirds just need to get after it a little bit more and get that hustle point up, because Omaha Central has been beating them to the loose balls and beating them on the glass as well. Central a decided rebounding advantage in the first half. If those two things don't change hands, this could be a very ugly second half for the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. Brandon and Tom, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric, and cannot disagree with that analysis, Tom. Hustle, shots falling, and a whole lot of other things are going to need to start going Bellevue West's way if they want to get back into this.
You got to believe Coach Woodard said, let's get this to 10 by the end of the third quarter. We got to fight for something. There's a game within a game this third quarter. We can't score, we can't get back to even this quarter. We'd love to, but realistically it's not happening. So let's fight for something. If we fight for something and we do it, then we can fight for something in the fourth as well. Let's try to keep this game going. Let's don't get out of it in the first 2 minutes here and have no chance. Here comes that zone again that's been causing them problems. Just active by Central, hands up, drive by Hepburn.
Can't get it to go. Tough possession to start things for the Thunderbirds. Abe Hoskins swings it to Tanjay. Guarded by Felici, who goes down quickly. Tanjay to the rack. Starts the first half, or the second half rather, the same as the first. A basket inside.
He's a talented player. Look to see him at the next level, playing the 3 spot. I can see him being sophomore, junior in college, being a 12, 13 point, 6, 7 rebound kind of guy, starter for whatever college he's at.
And Hepburn, count the basket.
Kind of reminiscent of the first half. Chucky got that drive early, but then kind of went quiet. Let's hope that he gets this going and that gets his team going and get them back in this game. Aggressive drive there by Chucky.
8 points for Hepburn. Doesn't go down. Rebound to Tanjay.
It's one of those nights right now for Bell West. They can't get anything going. They get one thing and then they can't.
And look at that move to the glass by Hoskins, leaving his defender in the dust. (41-19).
Oh, travel there? No, good call. Instead,
Eagles with numbers in transition. Rebound by Noir. No one stop ball. Jal tries to rip it down. Instead, Wrightsell has it. Here comes Polk off the glass with a soft touch.
Smart move by Polk there. They were sitting back thinking Tanjay was about to get an oop. He attacked aggressively and it worked. Max a little grimacing over there. I don't know if he tweaked something when he went up for that shot.
Hepburn grabs the loose ball. Felici, wide open three, count it.
That's what happens when you offensive crash. They weren't doing that in the first half. They get one there. Look what happens. Felici with a wide open three. Oh, good
Great defense by Joe. And a timeout taken by Coach Barron's right cell.
I think the Globetrotters are coming here sometime in 2019. That would have been the start of it, I guess. Could have signed him up. I thought he was about to shoot that from sitting down.
Much needed three by Felici. Bad news though for Bell West. The lead is actually increased by one since the break. Here's another look at that last sequence. Save right there, thought about it. And Coach Barron's heads up play just to call the timeout and regather his squad.
I think everybody watching this broadcast has used that at some point in a pig or horse game with their kids or their buddies. Sit down off the glass. Would have been nice to see it tried, but I'm thinking they might have got swatted into the second row. You can always hope.
So instead, the Eagles will be able to inbound here. Polk gets it to Tange.
Good pass, good kick.
Wide open three, Hoskins, a little bit short. Loose ball grab, Shanklin.
You gotta love that Tange driving aggressively, wide open kick. Great shot. Can't be mad if your Barons on that one.
Fiddler attacking the rim. Board to Tange.
That's one of those, you're gonna miss shots, I know that, but just a little bit more aggressive. Looked like he was more afraid of being blocked than making it.
Kick out, Polk pulls up for the floater.
Central getting to the rim whenever they want. Bell West has to step up the defensive pressure. There's no chance to get back in this game, Brandon.
It's 10 points now for Polk. Biggest lead of the night here for the Eagles, now at 23. Inside to Felici. And tough defense. Panam called for the foul.
Haven't been able to chip away yet.
It's the first on Panam. Sends Felici to the line. So Felici now with 7 points, 2 triples, plus that free throw.
Well, the hardest thing when you're down by 15, 20 plus points, Brandon, is to really lock in on defense. Because, hey, you're 16, 17 years old. To stay mentally ready and focused when you're down that much, it's hard. But they have to string some stops here and get some stuff going on the offensive end. It's a huge task for Bellevue West right now.
Tange drawing the foul on Hepburn, which is his first personal. And Chucky will be given a breather. And Greg Hepburn checks in.
You need Chucky in the game. You make things happen for your team. And who's going to step up for Bell West? I like this matchup right here for Tange. Aggressive, tough.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Count the basket. John Tange.
I said it, you gotta like that. He sized them up, little in and out, drive. Tough, extended right.
8 points for Tange. Now 9. The Eagles only adding to their lead here in the third quarter. It's now a 24-point advantage.
I don't think that's a shot you want.
Strong
Things are getting out of hand
Woodard.
here. If you're Central, get something going in the basket, be aggressive. Continue to just put this game out of hand or out of reach for Bellevue West.
And Greg Hepburn charged with the foul. That's now his second.
Chucky coming back into the game. Need a spark here. Felici out.
Just to give you some perspective, Bellevue West on a 23-game winning streak, only one loss on this season. Earlier this year, they beat Central by 15. The Eagles, though, dictating everything. Basket's not going to count. Charge on Wrightsell.
You don't like that call too much. Aggressive drive. I could see him complaining about that one. Didn't look like he got set, but Bell West needed that stop. Now they got to get something going here. Chucky. It's time for Chucky to put on a little show. I know that's what Bell West fans are hoping for. Good defense by Central. You can see them shadowing under, shading Chucky when he gets that ball. Good hands.
Tipped away by Abe Hoskins. Here come the Eagles flying down the court. Rebound Woodard.
Get it out of his hands to Chucky's hands. That's, oh man.
And a little bit of sloppy play here. Bell West trying to regroup. You have Gregory Bryant in for the first time as well.
Trying to get inside. Just can't get anything going. Oh.
And I think this, we'll see, is it on Chucky? It is. That's 2 now on Hepburn.
Central in full control here. Felici put back in the game.
48-24 your score on the Aurora Cooperative Faith Regional Health Services scoreboard.
I want to say chip away as best you can coming out of the halftime, and it's gone the opposite way. Wow, tough shots.
Polk makes it look easy. 12 points for Max.
Polk is getting a little hype over here. Well deserved. Very tough shot. Oh, just sloppy passes. Oh, wow. Uh-oh, highlight time.
Abe Hoskins to Tanjay, up and in. And the Eagles are putting the exclamation point on this one.
Wow. Unselfishness, great pass. Rise up, and one. Now you know why Tanjay's getting the looks he's getting. It's an all-around, really good player for Central in the state and the state of Nebraska. Barnes is very, very happy with how his team's playing. You can see it, the little smile on his face, and just talking to his players over here on the sideline.
52-24, 2:10 to go in the third. We'll be back on News Channel Nebraska.
The cattle business, the cattle industry, is the largest industry in the state of Nebraska. The University of Nebraska system feeds on that both through their development of students, development of personnel that end up, moving into this industry, becoming a major player in it, and also the economic impact that brings and the research that these institutions do to support it. You just don't have one segment without all the rest of it, and the University of Nebraska is at the central portion of that.
(52-24). John Tanjay, chance to complete a three-point play. Omaha Central absolutely stunning Bell West here in the Class A semifinal. And he does just that. 12 points for Tanjay. Dish to Felici, denied from behind by Tanjay. This is getting out of hand.
Good pass.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Tanjay nearly threw that down and instead Tut.
Sorry for the aggressive groan there, but that was about to get nasty. I love how he attacks the rim.
The lid would have blown off the vault here had that gone down. Shanklin, hey, there's an answer back with a two-handed dunk. Gonna need a couple more of those.
For sure. He needed that in the first half. He had about 2 or 3 opportunities that he missed, little chippies. Gets one going. Good pass, good cut.
Germany, backdoor cut, easy bucket. That puts him at 9.
This is when I love to see a team that's up by like this, 31 points. Keep attacking like that because the defense is all over the place. They're scrambling, they're trying to make plays, they're trying to be aggressive. Tough shot by Chucky there.
Much needed, Chucky Hepburn. That's his second triple. 11 points for the sophomore. We're under a minute here in the third. Tanjay, in and out.
Little heat check.
Hepburn again, off the back of the iron. In and out from the elbow for Noir.
Barron's asking for one, slow it down.
Ten seconds.
Oh, good D.
Tipped away.
Good hustle by Hepburn.
Tut with it. Wide open, Germany. Long. That'll do it for 3. I'd like to remind you the Simulation in Motion Nebraska program, just one way that UNMC improves the lives of individuals in all Nebraska communities. Learn about the Sim Nebraska mobile education labs and other ways that UNMC impacts the state's health at unmc.edu/serving Nebraska. 3 quarters gone, 1 to go. Central up, 57-29.
At Columbus Motor Company, they're proud to be the first car dealer to bring the best price philosophy to Columbus. Columbus Motor Company has always believed that when buying a new vehicle, the customer shopping experience should come first. No hype, no gimmicks, just consistent quality service every time you shop. And don't forget, Columbus Motor Company is the only dealership that offers a 5-day, 30-day policy. Stop by for the spring sales event going on now, or shop online at columbusmotorcompany.com. Columbus Motor Company, one low price, plain and simple, always.
Welcome back, 57-29. There was a 20-point deficit at halftime, and the Eagles have only increased it here, nearly 30.
I'm expecting if Central can keep this kind of lead, there's going to be some fireworks from number one John Tanjay from Central.
And here we have a breakaway lay-in for Noir.
Uh-oh. Might be coming earlier than we expected.
Oh.
Interesting.
No whistle. That counts. All right. Hoskins with the bucket. 59-31. Up there to Joe. Comes down with it for the 2 points.
Bell West pressure, but they can't stop him. Ooh.
Trading baskets here. There's Wrightsell.
Last 2 possessions, Bell West full court press. Central breaks it all the way to the rim.
And Hepburn with a 3 now. And there, Hepburn called for the foul. To take a moment to remind you that the Northeast Center for Enterprise helping make these broadcasts possible, bringing you customized business solutions. Northeast Center for Enterprise. Brendan Axmit, Tom Villianco, John Tange for 3. Also Eric McKay on the sidelines with us for our nightcap here in the Class A semis on News Channel Nebraska. Chucky Hepburn unable to get the floater. Another board for Tange.
Being aggressive, pushing. Good finish by Polk. Shows off the little Superman on his chest. These guys are definitely feeling good right now.
14 points for Polk.
That's
rebound.
Just Central wanting it more right there on the rebound.
Bellevue West coaching staff, players on the bench, hands on their heads. They have not been in a position like this all season long.
Like I said earlier, getting to the rim whenever they want. Central just on another level right now. Bell West just can't match it. They haven't been able to match it since the jump, which is tough to see. Bellevue West been the best team all season, and just coming out tonight just can't get it going.
Wrightsell at the line, 13 points for him thus far. So it's definitely looking like at this point it's going to be Omaha Central, Omaha South in that Class A final. South hanging on to hold off a North Star rally in the first semifinal game earlier tonight. Three on the way off the iron from Noir. I'd like to remind you tonight's broadcast made possible by Wayne State College, bringing you state basketball coverage on News Channel Nebraska. Tange taking on Hepburn. Wide open Hoskins. One more pass to Wrightsell. Eagles spreading the wealth here. There's a cut inside. Tange from deep. Board Noir. And a finger roll goes for Fiddler.
Little help here, breaking the press. Uh-oh. Pulling it out, Max there. Nice. Ooh. That touch, little floater there from Max has been money tonight. Yeah.
16 points for Polk. Timeout on the floor. It's time now for our J-Tech Construction Protect the House defensive play of the game, where for 50% off window installation and 0 interest financing, contact J-Tech Construction. And that's the first play of the game. Steal courtesy of Wrightsell leads to a dunk for John Tange earlier. There's another one. Bucket in transition for Omaha Central. It's been a from start to finish lead for the Eagles, and a lot to dance about, a lot to feel good about for that student section.
As I was saying earlier, Brandon, whoever wins this game, in my opinion, will be the favorite tomorrow night. If you look at earlier this season, Central played Omaha South. Central lost, but I do believe that was during the time that Latrell was out with that injury. So, hey, close loss, and now Central's full strength. The way they're playing, active. If Central holds on to win, I don't want to jump anything here, but Central's got to be the favorite tomorrow night.
Coach Barron said not only are they healthy, but their chemistry has started to click on this run as of late that has been now a 15-game winning streak. And we are seeing it on full display here tonight as Hepburn hits a 3. You have Greg Hepburn out on Polk, and Felici called for the foul.
Central handling the pressure there. Bell West, all they can do is just hope for a turnover, get deflections, but Central's not buying it.
1-1 here for P.J. Davis, a 6'1" freshman, averaging 4 points a game this season. Strong off the back iron. Hepburn again from the corner. Cannot connect. Tanjay, another board. And Tut shuffled his feet there. Not many mistakes made by this Eagles team tonight. Absolutely firing on all cylinders. And with a 25-point lead here midway through the fourth, head coach Eric Behrens heading back to the state championship and a chance to bring home another one for the Eagles. Felici hits it from the corner. That's his third triple. Felici with 11 points tonight.
Polk's been handling the pressure well tonight. Continues to handle the pressure. I think he's going to take him off the dribble here. He did earlier.
Under 3.5. Tanjay guarded out by Shanklin. And right now, clock just melts
Just dribble
away.
this one out. Definitely a tough night for Bellevue West. You never want a season to end, but especially this way for such a talented team to go out like this, it's tough to see.
Right cell. Here at the line. It's the first.
Looks like it's going to be an all OPS final tomorrow night at PBA.
Hepburn. It's the lane, unfortunately, for him and the Thunderbirds. Just too little, too late. 19 points for the sophomore, though, here tonight.
Every time Bellevue West has tried to put that pressure on, turn him over, Central just gets down quick, and Bellevue West just can't do anything.
Another take to the rack for Polk to make it 18 for the junior. Felici, in and out. Hepburn. It's on the rim, and the basket apparently counts for Fiddler.
Definitely letting him play right now.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Barron's still coaching from the side. He's asking, how can you grab the rim, hold on it, and nothing be called? Which I would be asking the same
question. It's a good question.
The game's not over.
So Felici fouls out with his 5th personal.
Very good career.
That'll do it for his high school career. Finishes with 11.
Great young man. Be interested to see where he goes for his next stop in college. Looks like it's a mass subs going on, and Central crowd is giving them the respect. One thing you gotta like, Brandon, watching basketball the last 2 days, boys, there's a lot of talent here. I hear all the time that Nebraska doesn't have much basketball talent, and I disagree. I train a lot of these players and have been training a lot of them that are now in college, and many kids are very successful at their respective universities, whether it be South Dakota, North Dakota State, Nebraska, Creighton, UNO. There's a lot of talent here, and it's continuing to get more exposure nationally with all the AAU teams, and it's a bright future for the state of Nebraska. And if you're a fan of basketball and you're a fan of Nebraska hoops, you got to be smiling with what we have here.
And we have been treated to some great basketball here tonight and throughout the entire day. This game here has been the biggest margin we've seen. We've seen Class B, C1, overtime, double overtime games, teams laying it out on the line. And not saying either of these two teams didn't, but man, the competitiveness we've seen here at PBA has been exceptional. 3 hit by Nate Sullivan coming off the bench.
Brandon, I get asked a lot about recruiting in this state, and there's a lot of schools on the East Coast, the Southeast where I'm from, that would recruit here even more, but a lot of kids are sometimes afraid to go too far away from home. So when people ask, why is this kid not getting recruited or this kid are getting recruited, there's a reason. A lot of times they don't want to go too far out of the radius of the Midwest, and there's just way more schools, Division I, outside of here.
That 3 knocked down by Jacob Goldingheis. What would you recommend to a player that's not sure about that decision because of those reasons you just mentioned?
Well, it's tough for me because I'm from Alabama, played pro ball for 9 years overseas and lived all around the world. I'm not afraid to go live somewhere else. Sometimes you gotta take chances and go live life, and nothing's perfect. And you just gotta roll with the punches. Have people you trust and love, and make sure that they're in your life, and at the end of the day, they'll take care of you. Good or bad decision, but.
Strong take to the rack. Shot up, doesn't fall. We're in the game's final seconds here. 3 no good, board by Evan Cleveland, and here comes Bell West. Not that it's gonna have any outcome on the game. Another 3 by Goldingheis. 5 seconds to play though. And that is going to do it. Omaha Central 71, Bell West 57. The Eagles are taking on Omaha South in the Class A championship.
From start to finish, just a dominating performance by Central. Barons with a great game plan. Guys, the whole team just stepping up. It's a very well executed plan by Barons and staff.
We'll unpack this one in our post game. We'll hear from Coach Barons. We'll hear from our player of the game. And we'll take a look at the top plays. The Eagles on to the finals.
This is my daughter Molly, and we were told she would likely never eat, walk, or talk. She is doing more than we ever could have imagined, and it's all due to the special equipment that was donated by the Columbus Community Hospital Foundation.
If you can enhance somebody else's life with your donation, it's well worth it.
A gift to the foundation is truly a gift to your community.
I can't thank the foundation and donors enough. They're changing lives.
Support the Columbus Community Hospital Foundation. Donate today.
Hi there, how can we help you?
I was wondering, if my check engine light's on, what does that mean?
Well, let's find out.
1,300 high school touchdown balloons, 150,000 bags of popcorn filled, 525,000 napkins donated. At Midwest Bank, we feel it is the little things that we do for the communities that we serve that make the big difference. When it comes to banking, we can make a big difference for you too. Check us out online at MidwestBank.com. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here, wrapping things up. Omaha Central 71, Bell West 57. Let's check in on the floor with Eric McKay.
And I'm down here with head coach Eric Behrens, our player of the game, Max Polk. Coach, let's start with you. You guys set the tone early. To me, this was all about hustle, rebounding. It seemed like you guys came out ready to go. What was the message to them beginning of the game to get them to play like that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I thought our kids played hard, and we just talked about embracing the moment and really trying to, come out here and enjoy the experience and not to put too much pressure on ourselves and, try to find the combination of being loose and having fun, but at the same time playing really hard. I thought our guys did a great job of that.
Defensively, I thought you guys did a great job on the dribble drive, keeping those slashers. You can't stop them forever, but I thought you guys defensively did a really nice job. Talk about the mentality going into this defensively against a great Bellevue West team.
Yeah, they beat us in December, and they outscored us at the foul line by 20. Like, we made 9 free throws, and they made 29 or something like that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And Chucky made 14 himself. So we just really wanted to keep those guys from getting in the paint and also keep those guys from getting to the foul line, because you foul out on dribble penetration. So we just kind of wanted to build a wall behind Chucky because he's obviously such a talented player, and then really fly around and try to contest shots.
You got one more team you know well, Omaha South. What are your thoughts on the Packers?
They're playing great right now. I mean, I was very impressed from what I saw of their game ahead of us against North Star, and so they're a well-coached program with a lot of talented players. We know we have our work cut out for us tomorrow.
Coach, congrats on the win. Good luck tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Let's bring in Max Polk, our player of the game. Max, it was a mentality thing for you guys early on, I thought. What was talked about in the locker room before the game? How did you guys get off to such a great start?
Just refuse to lose. You know, we're trying to bring Champ High back, and we said before the game, win no matter what it takes, whether it's a charge, whether it's a loose ball, whether it's a basket, whatever it takes. We're trying to win.
You talked about bringing Champ High back. You were a little guy in the stands watching Champ High back in the day. What's it like to be maybe a part of that now?
Central basketball is my life. I grew up watching Coach Behrens win championship after championship. So it's an honor being a part of this, being able to play for him and being able to compete for a state championship.
And you got one more game tomorrow, Omaha South. You guys know them well. What's it going to take tomorrow? What's Omaha Central got to do to get the win?
Oh, they play hard. I've been playing against them my whole life. It's about to be a dogfight. It's going to be fun, a rivalry. It's going to be a lot of people here. We just got to out-tough them. We played them in December. They out-toughed us to every loose ball, to every rebound. We have to out-tough them. That's how we'll win the game.
That's Max Polk if you need him, our player of the game. Max, nice job tonight. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Brandon, that'll wrap it up down here. Let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Max Polk finishes with a team-high 18 points as Central in pursuit of making it champ high for the 11th time if they do bring home that championship tomorrow against Omaha South. Of course, the Packers will have something else to say about it, but a chance for Eric Behrens to bring home his 8th at the helm, the first for this group and the first since 2013 for the Eagles in their pursuit for that state title tomorrow. Tom, any final thoughts on this one? We're going to take a look at the top plays shortly, but man, oh man, the Eagles looked entirely and extremely impressive, and you've said it several times during the broadcast. You feel that they are the favorite heading into that game tomorrow, and that's not to take anything away from South and not to say that South can't beat them, but that was an impressive performance.
Yep, start to finish, Brennan, it was a well-executed plan, and Bellevue West had no chance. And kudos to Central, Behrens, staff, players for playing like they did all the way to the finish, and very impressive to see.
And that game that Coach Behrens referenced, that was back on December 18th, a 63-59 victory for Omaha South at that point. I'd like to remind you that the Simulation in Motion Nebraska program is just one way that UNMC improves the lives of individuals in all Nebraska communities. Learn about the Sim Nebraska mobile education labs and other ways that UNMC impacts the state's health at unmc.edu/servingnebraska. It's time to take a look at those top plays as we wrap up our coverage here of the contest. Omaha Central, Bell West, heated rivals going at it for a chance to take on Omaha South in the Class A Championship on News Channel Nebraska on Friday night. And this is how we start things off. Fireworks from John Tonje. It was a sign of things to come. 2-0 early on. Tonje finished with 12 on the night. And Felici trying to answer back for Bell West, knocks down the 3. The senior finished with 11. Those were the only points he scored in the first half, and an NBA range 3 there, knocked down by Latrell Wrightsell. The sophomore, though, and Nebraska offeree, Chucky Hepburn with the and 1. The Eagles had a 17-10 advantage after 1. Kick out to Abe Hoskins, also able to hit the long ball. That's in the second quarter. He finished with 7. Omaha Central, this is where they separated themselves. The strong take by Maxwell Polk, our player of the game, with 18 points. Outscoring Bellevue West 20-7 in the second quarter. It was a 37-17 lead for the Eagles at the break. Tonje, strong take to the rack. He was making plays all night. Bell West trying to get back into it in the second half. Chucky Hepburn, count the basket and the foul. He finished with a game-high 19 points. John Tonje nearly made a SportsCenter top 10 highlight reel with that near dunk off of the rebound. There it is right there. That would have exploded the roof off of Pinnacle Bank Arena. But in the second half, down by 20, and the lead only got bigger. Bell West unable to cut into it. Despite the dunk there by Jonathan Shanklin, it was all Eagles in the semifinals. 71-57 is your final. You had Polk with 18, Wrightsell with 17, Tonje with 12, 3 Eagles in double digits. As for Bell West, Hepburn, game high 19, Felici with 11. It's Central, though, taking on South in the Class A Championship. Running down the complete scoring totals, Central, Tonje 12, Wrightsell 17, Hoskins 7, Polk 18, Panam 4, Germany with 9, and Tut finishes with 4. As for Bell West, Noir with 5, Dangjal 2, Fiddler 2, Felici 11, Hepburn with 19, Shanklin 3, Fiddler 3, Grabe Hepburn finishes with a scoreless night. You also have a couple subs coming in late. Nate Sullivan hit a 3 in the fourth quarter, and 2 threes knocked down by Jacob Koldingheis for Bellevue West. Tom, it has been a lot of fun calling games with you. Everyone here at News Channel Nebraska has had a lot of fun these past 2 weekends in our inaugural trip here to Lincoln, bringing the state of Nebraska State girls and boys basketball coverage. 2 weekends, 24 games. It's been a pleasure to bring all of this to our viewers at home, and a lot of fun calling these Class A semis with you as well. Appreciate the time and everything you did here for us.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad to be a part of the first time. I think we did a great job. A lot of people, a lot of positive feedback for covering these 2 days, last week and this week. And no, like I said, Nebraska's going places in basketball, and NCN being a part of it from the jump is really cool to see. Thanks for everything you guys done, and thanks for having me be a part of this. This was a lot of fun.
They are turning off the lights here at PBA. A special thanks to our terrific crew, countless camera operators that worked long hours helping make this possible. Our producers, Ethan Hess, Will Ryan, Tyler Bursovsky, making things happen. Our sports team, Chris Williams, Alex Loroff, Eric McKay, Michael Shively, Andy Klassen. I'm trying to remember them all. This has been a team effort, though. A special thanks to all of them and for everything we did. Thank you for watching. We are going to sign off here from PBA. That wraps up our 2018-19 coverage of state basketball on News Channel Nebraska. We'll see you this spring for soccer and baseball.
Cam Binder against Russ Martinez. Binder into the lane, the step back, short. Gets another try, it goes! Cam Binder beats the buzzer, and the Auburn Bulldogs win 44-42.